Hello, thank you for joining me and my veg for Veg with Lisa Live. I am Lisa. This is some kind of a veg. And today on Veg with Lisa Live, I'm going to show you how to make an easy peasy blender broccoli soup. And it is just what the doctor ordered if you, one, think you can't cook, two, think you don't like broccoli, or three, think you don't have time to eat healthily. Full honky to all of those. But before we get started, please type in the comments, say hi, let me know that you're here and that you can see me and that you can hear me. And I wonder who knows what this is. I'm going to put it in my soup. Okay. Easy peasy broccoli blender soup. So this is from, hi Rob. This is from my most recent spring reset. And it actually, the recipe came from one of my reset participants, Mitzi. And it's really cool. If you missed my reset, Lori, oh, hello. Lori, I think I owe you a message. If you missed this reset, or if you've never done one of mine, well, what are you waiting for? The next one will be in the fall. But it's really cool because not only are you given some awesome coaching and tips and insight and all that, but we share recipes, which is so fun. And so Mitzi shared this recipe for easy peasy broccoli blender soup that I'm going to make today. So you do need a high-speed blender or a Vitamix or a Ninja, or probably a food processor will work too. But like, that's it. It's super cool. So we're going to start with some broccoli, of course. This is fresh broccoli that I lightly steamed ahead of time. Now, I want to give you a little tip. I always keep frozen broccoli in the freezer. If you had frozen broccoli, you could probably just let that sit out at room temperature, and then you probably wouldn't even need to steam it. Did you know that you can make soup in your high-speed blender or your Vitamix without even cooking it, because you just let the ingredients whir in there and it heats it? Who knew? So cool. Okay, now what about this thing that I'm waving around? Anybody? Anybody? Aha, the recipe called for a clove of garlic. I am going to use, where'd my knife go? I'm going to use a hunk of this is fresh green garlic from the farmer's market. Isn't this cool? So if the farmer leaves it in the ground like this, this will grow bigger and turn into a head of garlic with the individual cloves. But however, if you harvest it like that, then it's this green garlic and you can kind of start to see the little baby cloves forming. I like green garlic because, well, one, it's fresh and local at my farmer's market, but two, it's a lot milder. When the garlic dries and all that, it gets pretty harsh. I love this. You know, you don't need to go out and get a whole bunch of fancy appliances. However, I really do recommend a high-speed blender of some sort. Heather, it's so great to see you. Are you at the cemetery? Okay, so I've got some steamed broccoli in there. I've got some garlic of some sort, celery in the blender. I mean, this is like, could not be any easier. You don't have to know how to cook. All you got to do is know how to throw things in a blender. Okay, what else? This is super cool. Voila! This is not really a veg. It's a fruit, but a whole avocado goes in this soup. Isn't that absolutely amazing? Plop, plop, plop. Love it, love it, love it. Do you know this little tip? Boom. Actually, I wouldn't do it holding it. That was don't do what I mean, not what I say, because that's very dangerous. Way to get your avocado pit out of there. I'm just going to scoop this out. Oh man, this is a good one. Did you know avocados are fruit, not a veg? So good. Oh baby, the right kind of healthy fats, whole food. Okay. And oh, Heather is home from the cemetery. Oh, right, a new work schedule. Well, I'm glad you could tune into a little bit of, this is olive oil. You could use avocado oil, which probably would make more sense, but I had olive oil on my counter, so that's what I'm going to use. All right, what else? What else? Okay, now we're going to have a moment here. Some non-dairy milk. This is homemade cashew coconut milk. It's my favorite. I use about 3/4 of a cup of raw cashews, and then fill the rest of the cup up with shredded unsweetened coconut. It's just the right amount of richness and creaminess. You can use any kind of non-sweetened, unsweetened non-dairy milk. But I want to take a little moment to show you some of my favorites, because you may be like, I don't have an almond cow. I don't have any of that fancy stuff. I'm not going to make my own milk. Fine, buy it. I love the Trader Joe's non-dairy soy beverage, unsweetened ingredients, water and organic soybeans. This is a good one. This is one of my favorite brands, Malk. They make it in all different kinds of nuts, and the ingredients, 3 simple ingredients. It says filtered water, organic almonds, and Himalayan peak sea salt. This comes in different nuts. Also another Trader Joe's, the organic, oh, this is not organic. Sorry, I misspoke. Non-dairy oat beverage. The milk industry is getting a little worried and they won't let them call it milk anymore. Ingredients, water and oats. Okay, so if you're buying a non-dairy milk, make sure you read your labels. Make sure it only has like 2 to 3 ingredients, the ingredient, water, and maybe salt. That's it. Okay, but I did make my own. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. You didn't see that, did you? But I just made a splat. I just made a big old splat and a mess. Oh, good thing I have a little bit of extra. Oh, okay, 4 whole cups. Oh, brother, who's going to clean that mess up? Okay, here we go. Wow, this is so awesome. Okay, now, some seasonings. Sea salt. This is something that I just wanted to show you. I'm so fortunate. You can see I really did spill all over. I live in Asheville, North Carolina, where there are all these amazing makers and farmers. And this is Emerald Mountain Dust. It's got a little bit of sea salt in it, and then it's got ramps and all kinds of green things dried and powdered. So I'm going to throw that in, and some cumin. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you, but if you want your soup hot and you don't want to reheat it, a little bit of freshly ground pepper, you just leave it in your high-speed blender and let it whir. Whoa, baby. Oh my goodness. Oh, this has been a crazy one. We got cashew coconut milk all over the place. Let me turn you down here and show you what I've got going. Then you'll really be able to see my mess. Oh, okay. So I'll be really honest with you. The main reason that I wanted to make this soup is because it's absolutely delicious, and broccoli is so good for us. Vitamin C, vitamin K, antioxidant, sulforaphane. But I thought it would be so beautiful to garnish, if I'm really honest. So let's get some soup in the, you can totally see what a mess I made. Oh my goodness. Let's get some soup in this bowl. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. So if you want it hot, or I should say, if you want it hot, you can warm it up on the stove. If you want it warm, just let it whir in your blender a little bit more. Okay, here's some fresh dill from my garden. Some radish sprouts straight from the farmer's market. But I think the real reason I wanted to make this soup is because I thought it would be so beautiful with some edible flowers, pansies, and violas on the top. Let's give it a taste. Oh man, it is absolutely delicious. Creamy from the avocado and from my cashew coconut milk. Nice and cool. You could serve this hot or cold. Isn't it beautiful? Wow. Thank you for joining me for Veg with Lisa Live. Lori, oh, it looks like a bowl of spring. I couldn't have said it better. Now who's going to come over here and clean up my kitchen? See you next time.